Let's tell you about the ANC's President Cyril Ramaphosa will be in Johannesburg today as the party continues with its election campaign ahead of the polls next year. He will host an engagement session with civil society at the City Hall. Newzroom Afrika's Katleho Sekhotho is standing by to speak to one of the stakeholders in terms of why they found it important to be there this morning. Hello, Katleho.
A very good morning, Dudu. Indeed, we are here at the Johannesburg City Hall where this engagement between the governing party is taking place with civil society organizations. And as I mentioned before, it's really about strengthening that partnership. And as government puts it, it's to reconnect where there may have been a disconnect. But I do have with me Mum Bridget Munich, who is from the Mashup Community Development Center. Mum Bridget, you are here as a participant of this event between the governing party and groups such as yourselves. Why was it important for you to be here today?
Good morning. Important for me, I need to be here because I'm a community developer, community leader, and I'm also for the youth. I'm the voice of the youth in the communities. That's why I needed to come here to listen to, there's always two sides of a story, to listen to what the President has to tell us this morning and what we will learn from the experience this morning.
So tell me, what has been some of the issues between the communication between government as well as groups such as yourselves, which work with communities and are on the ground?
The challenge that we're having is that we always ask, we do say like things, what's the challenges in the community? We want to know why come it doesn't get to the President himself, because there's a lot of issues in our community. For instance, we all heard about the Westbury killings and the Westbury uprising. So we wanted to know, how can we, together with the government, work this out to make Westbury a safer place, and especially working with the youth in the community. It's my heartbeat to work with youth in the community. We also have the other issue, the potholes in our community. We have the flats that's falling apart. Where is the service delivery in our community? Who is coming out to help us with these issues in the community? That's why I felt that, maybe listen to the President, and there's a lot of speakers here today which we can communicate with to say, okay, how can we work together as a community and the state? How are we going to do this with government? We want that. We want the partnership between us as community members, as community, and the outside, the President and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you think that there's been a breakdown in communication between government and community organizations in the past, say, 2 years or so, or few years? Has there been a breakdown in communication?
There has been a breakdown. I don't say a government is doing absolutely nothing, because they are funding Mashup community development, and we have a good relationship with government. What I'm saying is there's a gap. We need to look for that gap to say, how come things are not coming right? That is my plea this morning, to say, let's community members, community people, let's work with the government. If there's any events like this, attend these events so that you can actually listen to what the other people are saying, so that we can fit in and say, let's bring government to the community so that we can work out a strategy how to help our people in the communities.
Thank you very much for that, Mum Bridget. Thank you. Dudu, as you heard, that was Bridget Munich from the Mashup Community Development Center, really working with communities around Westbury, Eldorado Park, and we saw the events unfolding in Westbury a few weeks ago, the spate of shootings which left about 2 people dead. So really community forums coming here to say there's a gap between our communication with government, and we are here to resolve that.
Of course, this program is expected to start in this hour. Have we cited the President?
We haven't cited the President yet, but we do know that the program director, the first DSG Director, Secretary General Newzroom will be leading this engagement, but the President not yet spotted.
Thank you very much for now. Katleho Sekhotho will touch base with you as soon as that gets underway.